Right, let's get this bread. Let's get this princess even. Yay, it's me again. And we're playing more Slay the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path...
Right, wait. The squids take me... Main menu. Yes, I know I will save. I just realized that this thing exists. I mean, I realized before. These are all the princesses. I mean, this is the beginning. Okay, this one changes when I hover over it. This one also changes. This one changes. These do not change. But anyway, I guess I will get this one. I got this one, I guess, from the beginning of the game. No, the hero and the princess, beginnings and endings. Spaces between, I guess this is what I go with. People always say, the characters in the game always say that we do have feathers and possibly a beak, but here we look more like a wolf, which I guess is also a possibility. So yeah, I guess we got this one from looking in the mirror, and I guess we get this one when we get, well, to the end. Surprise, surprise. Going combat. Yeah, the tower that forces the hand of Filthy. The beast, softness corner turns to viciousness. The damsel, unquestioning commitment to the other. Oh, this one? Yeah, this one kind of fades in the back. The wild, the body's fused. Where does one thing begin and another end? The grey, feelings buried like knives in hearts. I would have more. This one looks like a giant... this one looks like a giant pot on two legs. I guess it's not, but it looks like this. So yeah, I hope that I will unlock more. This looks like a gremlin. But yeah, let's go.
You're on a path in the woods.
More princesses.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Do we get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
I doubt it. Forget it, I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Look, I go to the cabin and I talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I will slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin.
As long as you remain focused on your goal, it should all be smooth sailing. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning, she will lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is all... The blade is your implement.
Take the blade, enter the basement. Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the...
Oh my god, here's the history. Okay. Again, when I played, I didn't have this.
Basement creaks open,
back in my times, we did not have this menu over here.
Unseen light in the room below. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Okay, so she's that kind of...
She sounds dangerous. Don't
princess this time.
It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you
Oh no,
scared
I
of
think
me?
I'm getting
Because you should be.
in the same trap
You step
I did
forward,
before.
your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Okay. Let's say slay the princess.
Doubt,
Shit!
unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed. It feels like you've been hit
Yeah.
with a sledgehammer. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of your blade slashes through the air, and we can still turn this around.
Okay, giving up. Okay. Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
It is kind of exciting when I mean, both exciting and sort of saddening perhaps, when I get these gray options. It means that I have completed this path. I have discovered one part of this game fully. But also it means I'm getting closer to the end of the game.
Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything
Everything
goes
goes dark and I
and you
die. Yes. Okay, I think I remember this one. The adversary. Okay, maybe. I think I remember this one vaguely.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin,
But I think
and in the
I
basement of
have
that cabin
chosen...
is a princess.
Trying to remember. I've chosen that. Okay, let's
You're here
continue.
to
I will
slay her.
wonder
If you don't,
later about
it
that.
will be the end of the world.
But you saw the princess. She also killed you, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again? You know what? Let's be tough.
A warning. Before you go, she will lie.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound
Stubborn.
like her at all. Not that
Nice.
it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Oh,
Are you sure about that?
fight, fight.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Let's approach the mirror first.
You walk up to the wall
I don't
next to
know
the
if that
basement.
makes any difference if
It's
I
a wall.
pick up the blade
Isn't much
first
to see here.
or approach the mirror first, but
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope there was a mirror a second ago. Now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This time we are fighting. We are not backing down, we are fighting.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulphuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
I mean, I know that it's... I don't know anything. I don't know anything when it comes to this game. But, on one hand, the world ends as soon as we die. And then she goes back to the cabin. But then again she says, it's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Alright.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Yeah, shush.
As you descend the final step, the form of
Here is the
princess
Karlach.
comes into view. A large shackle.
Okay, I know she's
leading
not
from
the
her
only
wrist to the
tiefling, but...
basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
You're different, so you do remember me. Turn around and leave. Turn around and leave without saying anything. So you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking. Alright, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess. The princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing?
Okay, because I usually say, what happened? I got killed. I don't know. Apparently it also does. Not talking about being killed also leads to some new dialogues.
Maybe.
Don't mind if I
You
do.
did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. Enough is enough. I believe you. And that's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Okay, he's spilling the beans. Because of my apathy. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I never died. In this whole life I'm right now with someone as alive as me. I already have died. I don't think so. Let's lie.
Don't try to lie to me. Just please take this seriously.
I think, oh my god, it would be so fun if we could see people's lies and just have this little bracket. Lie. That is a lie. In front of us. Like, in front of the person. Sorry, I have returned. Let's continue.
Agreed. We can't win unless you treat this fight with the gravity it deserves.
You know what? Let's fight. Attack the princess.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood.
Yeah, we do have feathers. Quite a bunch.
But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
Okay, that's some good work because I felt that punch.
Hear her chain snap as you struggle to recover from the impact.
She almost looks disappointed in us.
Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart.
We did go straight for the heart.
You
Stab,
need to
stab.
put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through. Don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Strike at her heart head on.
That's your plan, then. That's your plan.
Yeah, I remember vividly that
Push off
I
the ground,
decided to bleed her out.
ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden
Ooh,
impact
animation.
blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard.
Not gonna lie, these teeth are actually kinda creepy.
We'll try a different angle.
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Let's keep pushing.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes. You finally get it, don't you?
I do.
Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and me, dying and coming back, clashing against each other. Forever.
That's not what's going on. There's an entire world at stake here.
Yes, the fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight. The only thing that matters is getting stronger. And the only way to get stronger is to win, even if it takes us forever to get there.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking
Ouch.
like wet wood from the impact.
We're fine.
But you barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours. Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor.
I said we're fine.
I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
Oh, and now it's clean.
She
Thanks.
tosses it at your feet.
Were you being metaphorical when you said that nothing is outside of us? Don't you want to be free though? Isn't there more to life than waking up in a boy's basement? No, we're tough, we're fighting to the end.
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow.
Because I am 100% certain that I did not pick a path where I just fight
Wait,
her
does that mean
head
we're
on.
dead? Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over.
No, it's not. We're just getting started.
But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that.
Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Okay, here... Okay, so the smitten and the stubborn are very powerful voices. Get
Wait,
up.
no, that can't be right. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive.
Ah, I told you. I told you this wasn't over.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
No, she's dead. She has to be... No!
Okay, this...
We're all shit out of luck, aren't we?
Okay, that I did not expect that.
I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that?
Okay, I need to take care of my child, aka my cat. That's being a little shite right now. So give me a second, I shall be right back. The beast has been fed. Her appetite has been partially satiated, I think. I don't know. I don't speak English. Let's continue.
All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all. Oh, we just missed her heart? Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong? Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
Close to untethering. What's untethering? What's that supposed to mean?
It means nothing. I shouldn't have said that. But you did say it, so it means something.
Oh, stop bickering over nothing. Our destiny is right in front of us. Pick up the blade and go to her.
Okay, fine. That is what I meant by untethering. Do you hear him rambling on about destiny? He's lost the thread, and if you lose the thread, you won't be able to save the world. And what is that supposed to mean?
Spilling the
You
beans
don't have
again?
to answer that, and I'm not going to answer that. Why the bloody hell not? Because right now, there's still a razor-thin chance that you're able to get your act together. There are patterns of thought out there that beg to be finished, but once you finish them, that's it. They change everything. There's no going back, and if I say anything else, you're going to finish one of those thoughts. What?
Yeah, change. Okay. The princess can't die. The princess can't die. You mean like the princess can't die, don't you? Well, it's too late for that. I think we've all thought that one. Say the princess can't die. I'm not going to think it. The princess can't die.
Yes.
Okay, another
Exactly.
achievement.
Like, the princess can't die. I tried, you know. I tried very hard to make this work. I don't like that resignation. Are you sure we can't just unthink it?
Kind of like a tulpa. I think that's what it's called.
Like I said, I'm afraid some thoughts can't be unthought. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to pour myself a stiff drink. If I'm going to see the end of everything, I'd rather not be sober.
So I was right. Why are all of you so glum? This is perfect, isn't it? We get to experience greatness and battle and triumph forever.
But I think it was the stubborn one who said, your destiny awaits, right? No, hold on. There has to be another way. What if we just leave her down here? What if we run away? What if we convince her not to end the world? You can't reason with her. Ending the world is her fundamental nature. It's not a decision she can flip on and off. It is her. And what exactly can't we leave her down here? Because all it would do is stall the inevitable. And what's wrong with stalling? Oh, there's plenty wrong with stalling. The end is still the end, and I'd rather face mine head on. Oh, you mopey ass. Why did you even ask us to slay her if it was going to end like this? Because it didn't have to end like this. If you don't mind, I'd rather not spend everyone's last moments arguing with you. It's time. Yes, I suppose it is.
Time to fight.
If we fight her forever, then maybe she can't end the world. Maybe everything can still work out. I guess we'll just have to see how things play out.
Don't you get it? You don't have to shuffle your feet. What comes next is going to last forever.
Join your adversary.
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
And then we get up.
Get up.
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows.
Oh,
Sometimes
that
you manage
looks
to strike
painful.
first, and sometimes she
That one
tears
looks
through
painful
you
too.
before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells
That
the
one was
other in the
painful too.
same moment.
All of them look painful, honestly.
And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
But he doesn't answer the voice. He will never answer. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
The princess stumbles and her body
I
slumps.
feel so... tired.
It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Well, there's that mirror again.
This is the end for you, but it's not the end for
What is that
me.
supposed to mean?
Screw that! This can't be the end. It just can't!
Need to see what's in it. Yep. Oh. You've unraveled.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Okay.
The vessels
Fair
you
enough.
choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we are real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something, but nothing cannot exist on its own, and because of that, nothing can't exist.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel? Oh yeah, that's
This
what I
one
like.
needs to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a bold heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. But you want to keep that to yourself? I'm going to kill him, and I find you and I are going to have answers. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Oh, maybe I only need one more princess. Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Fair enough. How many more vessels do I need to bring to you?
One.
Yeah.
Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
You know we're going to fight when it's over. Do you really want me to bring you the last vessel?
We may fight, and we may not. But not all fights end in destruction. just as not all conversations end in peace. Even if you destroy me, it will have been worth it to finally know what I am, and to have had the chance to know you.
I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark. And you die. Hey, I got her the adversary.
You're on a path.
Oh boy,
in the
okay,
woods,
this is the last princess we
and
have
at
to
the end of
get
that
to her.
path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Oh, a big stretch. Let's see. The end of the world? What you were talking
I'm
about?
talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Have you considered? Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with.
As long as you remain focused on your goal, it should all be smooth sailing. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning. She will lie. We're not going to go through with this. Right? Ignore him.
Proceed to cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. The door to the base, her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Hero!
Focus on the
Come on.
task at hand.
Yes, focus.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster.
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Okay, let's...
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you
Let's
there's no
free her this
reasoning
time.
with her. Just
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
How would I get you out of here?
you can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't have... Well,
Yes, I
Her
know, I
sharp
know.
eyes settle on. She isn't suggesting what
She is. She very much is.
oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm getting out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them
I
apart.
love her face every time that we just walk and tug on the chains. It's like,
If you don't have the key,
no,
maybe
it's
you
not
should
gonna
go
work.
looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm going to check upstairs.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Is someone else here?
Let me out of
Your
here.
shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom?
For everyone.
Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Let's save her.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade again. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Yeah.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Okay, okay, let's warn her.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground,
And the
blood
finger.
flowing from your
Ah,
butchered
she is a princess.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
The prisoner. I think I've got the prisoner
You're
before.
on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Oh, you bastard, in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a
Skeptic,
word
my
out of his
beloved.
mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Proceed to cabin. Let's see.
A warning. She will lie.
Yes.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud?
I love this piece of dialogue.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
I approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know that there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock
She looks
eyes
so
with the
done with
princess.
life.
She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
I definitely did lock myself in with her already before.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions, what do you mean?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh? Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. It's complicated things. How, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
He did spill the beans in the previous run. Although you don't have a chance to remember that.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before.
Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. All right? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much.
The more we'll imagine, the more power will we have.
Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Okay, how am I supposed to cut you out? If you didn't notice, your head in shackle too.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
I am kind of curious to see that, not gonna lie.
Seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Some sort of morbid curiosity, but come on, we know that she can survive it.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
How exactly if she's in shackles, my dear narrator?
Great. What about the pros?
There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
The narrator is so... It's a poor guy in all of these scenarios. We just keep... I think there's only one route where we actually slay the princess. It's done. It's a fake good ending, I think. And all of the other endings is just us defying him. Sometimes teaming up with the princess, but mostly just us saying, ha ha ha, screw. Okay, let's go. Killed me with last time. I'll give you a weapon in case you've forgotten you killed me with last time.
But sure, let's talk about what happened. Because what happened is exactly my issue. The last time we met, your body tried to kill me. If you take a moment to imagine yourself in my position, I think you'll understand why letting you near me with that thing is untenable. So, be a good bird and hand it over. And if being nice isn't enough motivation, well, I think you're aware that I'm not afraid to resort to violence. If you come near me with that thing, I will strangle you with these chains.
This is also an interesting thing I would like to see.
She doesn't beat around the bush, does she?
Yes, it's almost like she's a fundamentally bad person who wishes to inflict pain on others. Or it's another bluff.
No hard feelings, of course. But you should be aware of my position.
Okay, there are two different options to slay the princess. That's interesting. But you know what? Let's give her the knife.
Slide it over.
I've definitely have never done this before.
Absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place. You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Okay, Skeptic is doing the thing.
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right?
Well, tried to take over your body. Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves.
I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
A little. I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing?
I am asking myself the same question.
She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
No.
Watching an uneasy silence.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she soars through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck.
Ugh.
I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that? Huh.
So that's her play. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear
Ugh.
a snap. Her eye twitches.
Okay, I was absolutely ready for her to just cut her neck off and be like, and then take the chains off, just pop the head back on and be like, okay, let's go.
There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only
I was
movement in
absolutely
the
ready
room,
for that, but
until
we
at
got
last
this.
It stops in an unsettling half wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet.
Okay.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back.
Yeah, super
The
glue.
princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't she?
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Wait, is this the same as the fake good ending?
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread. I need to know why.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
Oh, is the best way to claim your reward or take the princess with? Let's take it. Let's take her with us.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Yikes.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
Hello, welcome back. Oh. Yes, we are playing Save the Princess again. Surprise, surprise. And this is the last princess that we have to get.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
We saved the prisoner.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already...
You wouldn't explain shit, my dude. That's I am absolutely positive about that.
Over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
I wonder if she will have a body. Yep, Emma
gone.
returns.
And there's that mirror again. This doesn't feel right. It feels... You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Yep, we need to now gaze. Let's see what we... You're nothing at all. Okay, and we got the weird cursor again. Can you refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Yeah, okay, that's the narrator. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Okay, if I destroy the mirror right now, I'll get the achievement. But if I keep asking questions, I will get answers. I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I?
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her.
Okay. If you're not me, then what are you?
I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
It doesn't tell me anything, but okay. Are you a part of me, or are you something else?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Okay. If you want me to slay her, I need to know what she actually is.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Like I said, this isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
To live in a world without her. Versions of you are the one who wanted to stay the princess. Why couldn't you have told me all of this from the start? I would have helped you destroy her.
If you actually knew what she was from the start, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world.
Fair enough. That's absolutely fair enough. You called this place a construct. What is it supposed to do?
It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done. And it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world.
Yeah, you thought yourself dead. Just like with the stubborn one.
But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
What is my true nature? And what is my true identity?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Heh. The people out there beyond the walls of the construct. Do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Okay, I think we have only 2 more questions. Of all things, why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or a slice of soggy bread?
Are you asking me to spend my final moments psychoanalyzing you? She wound up a princess because you wanted her to be a princess. As to why, maybe she needed to be beautiful, important, above you, but on a level you could still approach. A herald of things to come. I don't know. Gods are supposed to be beyond comprehension. I really shouldn't try and anthropomorphize you like this.
Are you a god, or were you a god?
No. In life I was painfully mortal. A witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something, so I made you, and I made her, and I made this place to hold you both.
Yeah, that was the last question. I haven't decided. Okay, I had a look at my achievements, at my Steam achievements yesterday, and it appears that I have made a decision previously that I will slay her at the end. Be gone. Be gone. I'm talking about more important things than bots right now. And I lost my train of thought. Yes, I checked achievements and I have decided to slay her. Yeah, stupid bot. So this time I will not destroy her. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god, even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece, and my time is up.
I haven't gotten a bot in a long time. But yeah,
Like
I guess
said,
you can't
I'm
wipe
just
them
an
out.
echo, and echoes always fade away.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. Narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. Like, I will need the luck, and you good luck with your anything you need to do. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Here we go. I absolutely love this design.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Time for an itty bitty save. Okay, there's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is it all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions. I need answers before I can make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten me, then so be it.
To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you found me, and we chose to trust each other for no reason than the sake of believing in something that wasn't us. Shared skepticism blossomed into freedom, but we needed to walk a path together to bloom. Would you stop our journey now that you've seen its beginning? What of those in the worlds beyond? Would you erase their paths to stop them from going astray?
Okay, address the statement directly. I got here. Oh, okay. This is so many. Address the statement directly. I want to protect them. I don't want to keep anyone still. Appeal to your shared humanity.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
The sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking and mending and dying and living comes back in vivid color.
I think this is the most vivid, the most clear a face we have seen of the main character.
You feel the shame of 100 deaths and the pride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a single tapestry, free of beginning and free of end. Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders?
You know what? Let's continue to appeal to your shared humanity. There's always just been about us. Two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again. But we don't have to hurt each other anymore.
You cling to emotion. Pain is suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict. A web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to. You knew me, and I knew you, even more than either of us know each other now, and you chose to be a part that weave. But you did not choose to end me. We were still one, but we were also separate, and we were free. We were as we are. Will you excise that part of yourself now that you see me from yet another angle?
Continue. Yeah, there can be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole reality into the picture.
We are the whole of reality.
You are nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the mind
Oh yeah,
of
here we
restless
are.
thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. But there is no light without the dog. When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you gladly became the instrument of my new creation. Only with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into being.
You're not the whole of reality. Why would you see me the way I still see you? Why would you see me for what I am?
I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind here, and I know it to be you. We are each other's mirrors, and are we not divine?
Oh shit. Oh yeah, this one.
You kill me. Back and forth we go, faster and faster and faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dry corners of a memory. A home built on all the futures that were supposed to be, preserved until the moment of renewing. The fire of the heart sets it all ablaze. I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
Oh. And save it. Here I go. I killed you a second thought and you return to set this ball ablaze and remind me burned away. Okay, like no. How am I supposed to choose? I'm going to scream. Continue to appeal to your shared humanity. It doesn't have to be so big. You can come back down to my level. You can come back to me.
Why would I stoop to your level when I'm offering you ascension to mine? It's so peaceful here. Beautiful. Eternal. But ever-changing.
As the clash between you abates, the princess withdraws, trembling.
You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center.
She looks delightfully crazy.
Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
What do you think happens if you live here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
Okay, no more dance, but there has to be something else. Everything can to make me understand your perspective. I think I chose this one last time, so you know what? Let's leave with her. I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave?
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
Free yourself. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel a sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings, spanning a cosmic scale, twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
All at once the unyielding tension breaks. You are free and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. This is grass growing. Oh my god, I just realized that. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Cinema! Absolute cinema, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy. Oh, I am tired. I'm not gonna lie, I am tired. Tales of Black in the Wild. I need to listen to these. Oh, a Polish guy. Okay, here are Patreons. Snakes, spoons and knobs, oh my god. Small monster. Okay. Separate it for us somewhere else. Other game. Oh, I think... Okay, I guess... Oh boy. Okay, I need to choose... I need to see what happens if I choose this one.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you.
Okay, let's check another.
You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We
Your corroded itself and cannot let you exist.
Then destroy me if you're able. But I will not coddle you in my final moments. I will not yield to your delusion without a vicious struggle.
You don't have to face her alone.
The voices are here! I can't do this alone, say nothing. I thought voices weren't allowed here.
Maybe that's not true, but we can worry about it later. Seems like you've been doing all right on your own, but I don't think you can strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I love the parts with voices. Ah!
Too
No.
bad. We're going. Now.
Okay, the first sketches, I see. More and more detailed.
And here we are. I'd say we
Okay,
were back
she's
where it all
outside.
started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
Is Naruto really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
It's funny. After everything he put us through, I'm kind of sad to see him go.
Is that why you want to see this through and slay her?
Take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
It's just you and me. Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Through the basement.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
It's almost over, isn't it? That's okay. Let's just talk, the two of us, one more time, before you kill me.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
You're really going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me. You don't have to. You know that, right? But if that's what you want, we might as well talk a bit first. I wouldn't mind a few extra minutes.
Let's sit with her. I only wanted to slay the you out there. It's easier to want to kill an abstract concept than it is a person.
Then maybe you don't have to kill me. Maybe there never even has to be an ending. I'm able to do the things you believe me to be able to do. So make me put it all back. Help me fix the Echo's construct and make us both forget. Help me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up, before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
we're talking about this right now, how do we know you haven't done this before?
Maybe we have done all of this before. Maybe we're supposed to do this forever.
How do you know that things won't end worse? What if when I make my way back here, I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
None of that will happen. Because you'll still be you. And I'll still be me.
We're going to find ourselves back here eventually.
And when we do, we'll make the same choice. We'll choose to forget, and we'll reset everything. Again.
But how do you know that? We would have to decide to do this every single time, forever. Eventually, something is going to be different.
I know because it doesn't matter how many times we've hurt each other. I've never stopped caring about you. And if you feel the same, then everything is going to be okay.
This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again.
But you won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
I don't want to forget you.
I don't want to forget you either. But unless we do this, you'll have to choose, right now, between me and everyone else.
Would resetting it do anything to help them, the people out there? If you continue to exist, then don't they continue to die and suffer?
If you can believe this helps them, then it will help them, right?
Is there any other way?
I think you brought that knife down here for a reason. It has to be a part of how this ends.
I take it all back. I don't want this, and I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god?
It feels like it is. You wouldn't have come here if you were just going to go back.
Okay, then let's do it. I believe in us.
Okay, if this is your choice, then we're doing it. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand. She raises her gentle eyes to ours, a fondness in her gaze.
I'll see. I love you.
Everything is going to be okay. I love you too.
She twisted the blade.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, Let's make this save and let's go to the main menu. See the memories, yeah, the end of everything. We got the prisoner. The outbreaks one shackle while forcing another. The adversary, the song we write in our blood. And these are all of the princes I got today. That game. Oh right, I got. But yes, I think that would be it for today. Because my back hurts. And I want to go and lay down. Oh boy, that was a good ride. I think I'm gonna go and do one more round. All the way to the beginning. And do all of it again. Oh boy. I really hope that it will save all of this progress I made, because I got kind of worried when I saw let me see the achievement. Oh, I got 2 new cards. And the Spectre. Slay. But no, I wanted to see the achievements. No, today. Now we have 48 out of 131 achievements. Okay. I really don't remember how did I get to the nightmare, the one with the broken mask. I really don't want. No, I don't want to look up guides for this one. I will see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, that's it for today. A little bit of a shorter stream, but I think it was intense. It was intense for me, both in terms of it being the ending, and in terms of whatever the hell happened with the princess cutting her own neck. Anyway, yeah, that will be it for today. I will not be streaming until Friday, I think. This week will be busy as hell for me. Keep your fingers crossed for me, I'm gonna say just that. But yes, I don't know what will I be playing in a week. We shall see. I will squeeze Say the Princess somewhere in there, but yeah. That's it for today. Thank you for coming. I hope you had as much fun as I did at the very least, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.